Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late March 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's going on for the lovely Pisceans out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Shuffle it up one time, see what we have for you this week. Talk to me, my guides. What do we got for the Pisceans here this week? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what's in the shadows or what shadow work you need to lean into. So that's always intriguing. So let's get this first card going. Let's get it popping for Pisces, please. And while we do, I would just like to wish you all a very happy birthday. It is the back end of Pisces season. So if you are on that Pisces Aries cusp, happy birthday to you, my friends. Okay, so we do have this card that does represent fun or needing to have a good time or cut loose right here front and center. And I always find this a super intriguing card. Before we start pulling back the detail on that though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Have a look at this card. Lots of interesting symbolism here. So we see that snow globe, there's that pony, there's various toys in this. And I always say when this card shows up that you really might need to cut loose. In this time, a lot of you may have been in hermit mode for whatever reason, or just work, all work, no play. When this card shows up, it's spirit asking you to cut loose a little bit. Now, the inverse can also be true. If you've been party, having a blast, you might need to put a little work in. I'm not judging, right? It is your birthday season. It is Pisces season, right? You got to party it up a little bit. All things in balance though, right? So if you have been all work, no play, spirit wants you to cut loose a little bit, whatever that is to you. Okay, whether it's activities, going out in nature, you just need some stress relief. Let's keep that over there. We're going to get into tarot now. It's always an interesting message to get there. And I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. Let's shuffle it up here for my Pisceans, my guides. Talk to me. So, last week's reading, it was titled They Need Help, right? And it was all over the reading that there could be someone very close to that needs some assistance of some kind. And I will say this, over the past 2 weeks, both readings seemed like they revolved around others within your circle, okay? Like someone possibly being nervous, somebody possibly needing help. So we're going to see what shows up this week. It's going to be interesting for sure. Okay? Maybe it'll be something more focused on the Pisceans, though. Let's get you 3. You know energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone, so only take it how it hits for you. Because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's. Let's get you 3. What do we got for Pisces, please? Okay, yeah, 10 of Wands. So there might be someone around you that's carrying some sort of burden. Okay, and I've been kind of seeing this in all the water signs, like somebody possibly needing a break or a rest. Got that 10 of Wands right in the beginning. Okay, yeah. Ace of Pentacles, golden opportunity. So this could be a good change. This could be a change for the better or something nice. And I'll explain further, but I love that Ace of Pentacles right there. Thank you. 8 of Pentacles, lots of Pentacles this week, Pisces. And I don't feel like it's a bad thing. I feel like it's good. Interesting, super interesting. So we're going to go through here. I'm going to give you the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get the juicy, intuitive stuff flowing. And at first glance, when I look down at this spread, obviously, the 2 things sticking out to me are the Pentacle cards, that money, that green, that's earth energy. That is very good energy to mix with a water sign individual. I like it. So there's a big focus on work, on money, on effort. Okay, I'm seeing that on both extreme ends as well with the 10 of Wands, 8 of Pentacles. Now, in the beginning, the 10 of Wands. In its positive sense, this could represent somebody with tons of determination. Even if they're carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders, even if they're doing a lot of things, they're going to keep trucking. They're going to push that boulder up the mountaintop. Nothing's going to stop them with this card. But it is also burdensome, right? It's a card of somebody with a lot of weight on their shoulders, like weight of the world type stuff, whether that's physical, emotional, mental. Like this is somebody that's bearing a lot of weight. So in this time, you might need a bit of recovery. You might need some healing. Rest and recuperation, mind, body, and soul when this card shows up. So I really want to clarify to see what it's about. I always like to give the little warning with this card that you especially you're going to want to watch out for areas like your neck, back, and spine. when that card shows up. You might need a massage or two. Moving to the center, though, we have the Ace of Pentacles. The super interesting thing about this spread, in tarot, 10s represent the close of a cycle. Aces represent the beginning. So we have this interesting cyclical energy sweeping across where we have this ending into a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles, my golden opportunity card. Although all aces are opportunities, this one always gets me super excited. Okay, it's like an exciting opportunity. Spirit plops something in your lap. This is a big card of like just something coming along that really benefits you. I love this card, and it could be a nice influx of money, specifically with that Eight of Pentacles coming up right next to it. So we're going to want to see what this is about, because there could be various wins and victories coming up for the Pisceans. And even if you're cross-watching, like this could tell us that whatever things you're going through with your Pisces could spin in a positive favor, especially with this cyclical movement. Moving to the very back end, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is a card of work and diligence. Interesting that, like I said, diligence, not stopping, hard working. We have it both right here. And it kind of ties back to this very first card about having some fun, right? So some of you might just be in money mode, work mode, all about the green, all about those pentacles, right? But you need to make time for yourself. You need to make time to enjoy yourself, enjoy life, stop and smell the flowers when they start blooming, right? But this Eight of Pentacles could just be highlighting a work situation, like what you do for money, how much effort and dedication you put forth as well. So I do really like this Eight of Pentacles here right on the back end. We're going to put that down. And yeah, I really need to dive deeper on all this, my friends. We're going to do that. Let's jump in and clarify. So let's get a good shuffle here. See what's going on for my Pisceans. And yeah, I mean, it feels okay so far. These will really tell the tale. But yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that 10 of Wands. And as always, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any energies or messages you want to give to Pisces, you drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 10 of Wands time. Why is it here for Pisces? Thank you. Lovers. Okay. Yeah, there could be someone you're very closely connected to having a hard time, and this links directly back with the reading we had last week. Even if you don't know it, I will say that. That's another thing, because remember, last week's reading was they need help. The Lovers, if you're not connected to Gemini, represents someone that you were very closely tied to, very closely connected to, on almost a soul level, a soul connection. And underneath this 10 of Wands, like this is somebody that's struggling a little bit. This is somebody, once again, I'll repeat the message from last week, that might need some help, love, or understanding. There could be someone that you love or loves you that's just really going through a trying time. And if they're not, they might be soon, especially with the 10 of Wands there. This is someone carrying a lot of weight on their shoulders. If that's not the message, this could be a relationship you have where it feels a little cumbersome, it feels a little burdensome, like a connection with somebody, it just feels like a lot. So do with that what you will. I mean, once again, Gemini energy showing up, but we'll see how the rest of this plays out, because I'm not seeing any endings or anything just yet, but I'm getting a bit of a struggle. So whether this is a person that needs your help or whether it's a relationship that you feel is a little heavy or it's a little much, it's showing up here right in the front. Let's keep moving. We're going to go in on that Ace of Pentacles now. That's what I really want to get to. Even the 8, right? With all that money, with all that pentacle energy. Let's see what it's about. So why is that Ace of Pentacles here? For my Pisceans. All right, nice and quick. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, something's coming in big. Yeah, Temperance in reverse. Big angelic energy down here, and I need to point that out, even though it's in reverse. Like, big angelic, protective, blessing type of energies. And Temperance in reverse, yeah, that could be a Sagittarius you're connected with. But when I see Temperance flipped in reverse, it's the opposite of Patience. This tells me that there's movement and action. So for a lot of you, I feel like there could be some sort of massive blessing coming in for the Pisceans. Like, even if you don't see it coming with Temperance in reverse there, it just says, like, you're not going to have to wait long for something good to come popping in. Like, this just feels big, and I'm loving it. Okay, now Temperance, yes, it could be impatience. Maybe some of you have been, like, going through a little struggle with something for a while and you've had it up to here. But this is still telling me with the Ace of Pentacles, like, something big is coming in. Okay, I'm just feeling it coursing through the energy, and that's a good thing. Okay, and I know I share it with you guys every week. I'm part of the Piscean Collective. I love that for us, right? Let's keep moving over to the Eight of Pentacles. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get to the shadow card. Lovely energy, seriously. Either a massive blessing or big winner victory here. Let's see what's up with that Eight of Pentacles, though. The hard work, diligence. So what is going on there for Pisces? I mean, if you're looking for work, if you're looking at new avenues to make money, this is really boding well. Yeah, Emperor in the upright underneath this Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is someone who's got a plan. This is someone that has things under control. Whereas like in the front here, this is somebody struggling. On the back end, this is someone who's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. I made a dedication to this. I got this. The Emperor is big Aries energy. So if you are a Piscean that's on this cusp of Aries, that could even represent you, right? In work mode. Like, listen, I got to get this done. I got to get this moving. But the Emperor is the shot caller. I will say for a lot of Pisceans, now would be a great time for any entrepreneurial venture or any bump up. Because when I see the Emperor, I think of authority figure. Underneath this Eight of Pentacles, a lot of you could be in for some sort of increase in your status, like where you become an authority figure if you're not one already, okay? Emperor is good controlling energy, so if you're having issues, I feel you sorting it out, especially with like this blessing energy and things falling into line. What might feel heavy now won't feel heavy for long. That's what this Emperor tells me, like, you got this. You got this under control. Even if you don't feel like you do, whatever it is you're going through, you have a handle on it. More than you think you do. Okay, so let's just put that Emperor down right there. Let's go through and do a quick little recap of all this, Pisces. I would say overall this is a beautiful message, super angelic energy overall. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, and before we get to that, the angelic energies pop them right here. Know that you are being looked over. You are protected. You got that spiritual guidance around you, so watch for the signs and synchronicities and omens. But position number 1, the Ten of Wands with the Lovers, I feel like it's two main things here. Maybe this is someone, like we saw in last week's reading, that is going through a bit of a struggle, someone you have a soul connection with, where they're going through a really tough time. But for a portion of you, this could represent an interpersonal relationship that you have that feels a little burdensome, like it feels like a lot, like there's a lot going on and it's weighing on you. Moving to the center, though, this is where this energy seems to alleviate. We have the Ace of Pentacles with Temperance in reverse, and this Temperance in reverse doesn't feel bad to me. This feels like this energy is forthcoming, incoming. This just feels like a massive blessing or a big winner victory. It just feels good, specifically in the money realm, specifically in the work realm. But from the 10 into the 1, there's like some sort of rejuvenation happening, and I really like it for the Pisces collective. Moving to the back end, we got the Eight of Pentacles with that Emperor chilling right there on the back end, that divine masculine energy of control, entrepreneurial. So now's a great time for any sort of business venture, or if you want to be self-employed. Aside from that, you could be experiencing increases in status or how people view you, which is really nice. But aside from that, any situations, any things you might be going through or issues, you have more control over it than you think. Like, you got this. I feel like this back end is Spirit saying, like, listen, you got this. This is easy money, easy work. Like, don't stress it too much. Like, just keep working. Keep doing what you do. Keep moving. So I'm loving this energy this week, because although we started challenging in the front, it alleviates and gets better as we push through. So let's get into the shadow card, Pisces. Please take a screenshot of that if you want to look into it further. I'm going to get you one shadow card here just to see what's in the shadows. So what's going on with my Pisceans here in the shadows, my gods? I'm using the Shadowland Tarot for this portion. I love using this deck for that, because it's good to look at the shadows within oneself or situations where you might not know all the facts. Only take it how it hits, though. Let's get you one shadow card. It's in the shadows for Pisces. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, High Priestess action. Beautiful. That is the card that could represent you, and that's the card of self when it comes to Pisces. We're going to absolutely have to talk about this High Priestess. So there she is. Now, the shadow side of the High Priestess is she can be a little bit secretive, right? And since this is a Pisces reading, I will say this, that is one of your cards. So when we see her, it's all about how one views themselves. So in the shadows, Spirit might be asking you to alter how you view yourself. Do you look at yourself in a kind way? If not, maybe you should start doing that. Are you self-confident? Did you take a hit to your self-confidence recently? But the High Priestess is absolutely all about the intuition and the gut feelings. Whatever you're going through, go with your gut, go with your intuition. Spirit could be asking you to do that. Like we saw within the reading itself, like, you got this, you got it under control, even if you don't feel like you do. This High Priestess is urging you to just like use that famed Piscean intuition to guide you through whatever challenges you're rocking with. So Pisces, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the February subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced in my community tab after this week's fire and air sign readings. But for March, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot of the Owls. This is a new deck and it is absolutely awesome. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of this week's reading, which card spoke to you the most. At the end of the month, the winners will be in the community tab. Once again, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.